Are we live? Hey guys, how you guys doing? Let's see, I'm looking at my phone. It hasn't kicked in saying that we're live yet, so there's usually a few second delay. Can anybody hear me? Huh.
No?
Well, it's not showing up on the phone, so I don't know if we're actually being up. There it is.
Oh, good. Good.
All right. Hey guys. It was acting weird on my phone, so I couldn't tell if we were live or not. So Sarah will be here in a second. She's making herself at a beverage. So let's see who all is in here. And we have Ashley, EG Wife was in here for a moment. Matt AK was in here, but he's actually heading back to Utah. If y'all haven't caught Adam and Phyllis' latest video, go watch it. We had Matt AK, we had Adam and Phyllis and Sid all up here over the weekend, and well, just for a day on Thursday, and we had a blast up here. So make sure you check that out. I didn't do any filming because my GoPro was being stupid. I went down to film them coming off, and it froze and didn't want to do anything. But our temperatures were pretty bad. We were down to, well, at the house, we were about -12, but down by the tracks, we were about -25. So let's see who else is in here. There's Old School Alaska, 63 Clocks. Johnny from Gillen Farms was in here. He'll be back later on. There's Tiffany from Canadian Family Life, who is also a moderator now. Fisherman 506. P&J's in the house. Good to see you in here, Paula and Jason. Ed from Mountain Mariners here. Still going in circles on the buoy, yeah?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, you must get dizzy a lot, Ed. Everybody's greeting everybody. Let's try to see. You're welcome, Tiffany. Yeah, we do really slow circles, so it's not too bad, says Ed. PTL, good to see you. And there's Monica. Good to see you, Miss Monica. Living Free Alaska. Good to see you guys in here. Can't stay long as we go live in an hour or two, but wanted to say hello and see you guys in action. Hey, not a problem, not a problem. That's a shame you go live in an hour because we go until about 5:45. Then Adam and Phyllis from Alaska cut the cord, come on at 5:45 until about an hour and a half, 2 hours. But I'll have to make sure I catch your replay live.
Yeah, replay.
And Monica says, hi, everyone in chat. How are you all? Everybody hopefully is doing good.
Yes, I think so.
Oop, you just put your hair right in your drink.
I did. There's a wet spot on it.
And there's Amy from High Life on the High Line. Amy, good news. My starter is doing really good. Same thing with you, Tiffany.
Oh, yeah, it's wild.
I just fed it like an hour ago and it's blowing up. So I'm hoping I'll be able to hear after the live, get some sourdough going.
Yep.
Some bread, actually.
That'll be fun.
Everybody's saying they can see us and hear us. Yay.
Good.
Ashley's dropping links. Let me just trying to get caught up. Living Free just, I just realized I have been typing your name wrong. No worries.
As long as you get here.
Yep. And there's Troy Sutton. Good to see you in here, Troy. And there's Ruby from Rushing Wind Mountain. Good to see you. And there's John in Alaska.
Hi, John.
It's not wanting to click anything. There we go. My mouse is acting stupid. It's a magic mouse, and it's not very magical. Ashley dropping more links. Everybody's greeting one another. I was trying to get cut up to the bottom, and then if you guys have questions, make sure you give me a thumbs up.
Oh, Zuby, no.
And Crazy Dog starting his antics already. Come here. Come here.
But,
Come here. He's like, no, you want me to do it now.
there.
You're all nice and quiet the whole time Mama's gone. Now Mama's home,
Yeah.
you're going to get crazy again, huh?
Oh, yes.
Crazy boy. All right, go away.
Silly dog. He's gonna have to go to the front porch.
He might need to
isn't
go outside. It
Oh,
might be his
maybe I'll
problem.
put him out.
Yep, she'll put him up for a minute. Maybe he'll calm down a little bit. And there's Troy. There's Billy. There's Mike from Railroad with Mike's Alaska. Good to see you. And Mike, I heard you met Sarah this weekend at Walmart. I don't know if you can hear her. She enjoyed it. She loves your little boy that you brought with you. Everybody's greeting one another. There's Tommy Temper. Good to see you, Tommy. I haven't caught your lives recently. I've been crazy busy up here doing stuff, my friend. And there's Kim from AK Dog Mom 3. And just scrolling through everybody talking back and forth to one another. And there's Matt's Garage. Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. Clint's in the house. Good to see you, Clint. And Scott's dropping links as well. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Appreciate all my moderators here. And let's see, Ed says, Rob, were you the only one with the bunny boots on in that video? Yes, I was. I was the only one who had bunny boots on. And unfortunately, I heard back from Alaska Gear Company, I did not get chosen to be a tester.
Oh.
It looks like all the people they chose for testers are people with high counts of social media. So basically, they're just going for the exposure. They're not really looking for people that are actually going to be testing them. They just went for max exposure is what they did. It's pretty sad, but I was hoping to get a pair of those new bunny boots and test the heck out of them.
Oh, yeah.
And let's see. Living Free Alaska, sorry, says, LOL, it's over on my RV Alaska channel. I do a podcast for our members. Oh, okay. Very nice. Send me an email with your link if you think about it. And I'm sorry, I cannot remember names for beans right now. And Ashley's dropping links. Everybody's still greeting one another.
Nice.
And Monica says our Jeep is sold. Bittersweet. Yeah. Those old CJs are nice, Monica. I seen your posting for it and I was like, ooh. Yeah. It's just kind of pointless for me to have a Jeep up here. You know, we'd only get driven maybe 3-4 times a year.
Yeah. We went and used to get the cows when the calves were born on the hill and I was little.
Yep.
We would go in the Jeep. It was an old Army Jeep and get the baby down.
Yep.
My cousin and I were in charge of not letting it slide up between the seats because it was so steep.
Everybody's saying Zeus is a sweet boy. Yes, he is. And there's Lipstick Lodge. Good to see you, Lipstick Lodge.
What a great name.
If you haven't checked out Lipstick Lodge channel, check it out. Let's see. Everybody's just greeting one another. I'm like I said before, I'm trying to skip over all the greetings and stuff unless I see somebody directly greeting us, but everybody back and forth that way, it saves time and we don't get so far behind. Hey, Susan Gacci. Good to see you. And yes, that was a sweet comment you made on the one video when Sarah was coming back. That was very nice of you.
Just lovely. That was my absolute first winter trip.
Her first solo trip at that.
Solo trip. Yeah. It was wild.
And there's the Bartmans. Hi, Rob and Sarah, and all in the chat.
Oh, yes.
Got in here a few minutes late to greet y'all. Not a problem.
Stylishly late.
Yes, there's nothing wrong with being late.
Right.
Monica's stuck in the P&J. Also, our picture was fixed at Michael's Craft Store. Okay, good. There's Scott again. And Tommy says, good to see everyone for sure. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Everybody's greeting one another still. And Scott is really dropping links. Thank you very much, Scott. Appreciate that. And Lee, what's Lee up to tonight? Good evening from Maine. Hello, everyone. Great to see you, Rob and Sarah. Well, it's good to see you in here as well. Everybody's talking back and forth. Once I get caught up at the bottom, we'll start chatting about different things. And like I said, if you have questions, make sure you give us thumbs up, and I will get to your questions. I know last week was crazy. We had a lot of people in here last week, and I missed some stuff, and I'm truly sorry about that. Both of us are.
So bring it back if you can think of it and remember.
Yep.
And are still
interested. Monica says, well, dang, I wish you could have gotten those boots. I know you would have been honest. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's how I actually lost my association with Amazon years ago. I did a review and they told me to do an honest review. I did an honest review. They didn't like the honest review, and they told Amazon that they paid me to give them a good review, and of course they didn't.
Of course not.
And then I got blackballed off Amazon for a number of years. Everybody's greeting Tommy, and everybody's greeting John and everybody else. Let's see. Billy says to Monica, one step closer to Alaska. That's right.
Mm.
Keep getting things sold, getting ready to get up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's your best bet. And Monica says, yes, Billy, I was mad. I was so mad. People kept telling, yeah, I hear you. And Robert Bartman says, hey, Rob, just got done having a preview of our ride from the tracks to your place.
Yeah.
Nice. All
Woo,
exciting.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You won't have to worry about the trailer, though. I won't make you guys
You
ride
can't
it.
sit in it. You don't have to sit in it.
You guys will have the black machine. Unfortunately, does not have a windshield because it got broken off when it was delivered by the railroad, and I have
Yeah,
yet to
that
find a
was bad.
replacement
Mhm.
because of the age of the machine.
Yeah.
So make sure you have good face protection and some kind of
Yeah.
glasses over your eyes. However, the weather's changing, and I'll get to
Oh,
that here once we get
amazing.
caught up. It's a good thing and a bad thing.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
see, Railroad Mike says, yes, we did. I could tell tell she was not used to people in the city. Oh, I think she was the last person she thought she'd see at Walmart. I think I saw
Mhm.
Sarah at Three Bears in the gas station too. Probably she did go to Three
Yeah,
Bears.
I did go to Three Bears. I'm sort of oblivious. I'm just overwhelmed by town.
Yeah.
Totally overwhelmed. But what a treat that was.
You figure in a typical year,
And
we go to town maybe 6 times a year.
Yeah.
And then most of that's in the summertime.
Yeah.
Me a little bit more because, I might make a winter run here and there, but Sarah wanted to go in and do some stuff with our friend Mary.
Yep.
And
She
she had a
invited me to
blast.
stay. We had a great time.
Yep.
And I introduced you to Mary. That was nice.
Yep.
Because she's on the train too. She works with the train.
Now
Your son was adorable.
Now there's a person I haven't seen on here,
Precious.
and I know who that is. Cheryl is somebody I went to junior high school with.
Oh my.
Good to see you, Cheryl, and congratulations on the recent marriage.
Whoa.
I don't think it was too recent, but I know it's been a while or been a bit since I've talked to you. So congratulations on the marriage.
Wow.
Everybody's chatting back and
Nice.
forth, and there's 1968 Alaskan sourdough. Good to see you. Says, did you have to ever see those wolves again? Traps. I have not put the traps out. I've been waiting to see if they come back through. I have not seen them come back through yet. Once I can get to the top of the hill behind the house, which is about a 300-something foot elevation from where we're standing right now, and less than a half mile, it's between half and a quarter mile away. Once I get up on top, I will set a few up there.
Mhm.
Haven't seen any martins moving around the house or anything like that, so I haven't really been baiting my traps too much. I don't want to draw them in.
Exactly.
Yep.
And we don't want to catch Zeus in anything, so we got to
No.
keep them far.
I'm going to build some proper martin traps next year with the
Mhm.
little cubbies so they can stick their paws in and Zeus can't get in it. P&J says to Sarah, please tell us about your trip.
Oh, it was so cold. I thought I was going to die. And I left my list at home, so I had to call Rob and have him text it to me. And I still forgot a couple of things. So, but I had a really good time. One of the reasons I went was for the ice festival at Talkeetna. It's very small, second year. And it was so cold, they had almost no people. And everyone I talked to and saw their sculptures was freezing.
Yeah, it was.
So uncomfortable. And some of them were nice. I mean, all of them were really nice.
Unfortunately, I need to teach Sarah to do video
I-
on her phone so she can
I
get
took
it.
pictures. They weren't worth bothering with, but
The video's a little easier.
yeah, is it? Huh?
Yeah.
I'll have to learn. And I had a really nice time. And going in when Adam, Phyllis, and Sid and Matt went was really a treat too. So it gave me a little extra time with them, and it was fun. It was really fun. My first winter trip. This is the third winter of my first trip alone.
And she says it's her last winter trip.
And my last winter trip, my last trip alone. It was fun and it was exciting, but it was really challenging.
Yeah, it's no fun when it's this cold to go in and out of town.
Oh, it was too cold.
She wonders why when I come home I'm a ball of nerves.
Oh yeah.
So
I just, It's a lot of pressure.
Yep. Hey, Madhu, good to see you in here.
But it was great to meet Mike.
Scott
in little
says
town.
checks in the mail. I know your address. He's
Mm.
for all the drops, link drops.
Mm.
And she says, Linda from Lipstick Lodge. I will try to remember that, Linda.
Linda from Lipstick.
Excuse me.
A lot of alliteration. That makes it easier to
yes, it does.
remember.
Let's see. And Mike says, yeah, Sarah, you definitely had that look of an off-gridder who hasn't been out for a while. LOL. How was your trip back to your home?
The trip back was easy. It was a little late, and Mary kept me posted on how late it was, and we went and did a couple of other things. It was like an hour and a half late.
Yeah, it was late going south and late coming north.
It had to do with the tracks and
Yeah.
the ice. And
what happens
that stuff.
is Railroad Mike will tell you, when we have
Yeah,
these
he
extreme
knows.
cold temperatures, the rails shrink. Shrinkage is real.
Mhm.
And so they were running at half speed for
Right.
most of the trip. And then they also had a problem down in Anchorage when they're coming north with the switches not working. They were frozen. So they had to get them thawed out so they could actually get the train through.
Right.
And then when they were coming south coming back south that day, it was really late. I mean, everybody was standing. If you watch Adam and Phyllis' video, it was like an hour and a half that we were standing down at the tracks. The temperatures went from -16 down to like -24 and very short order as the sun was setting. So everybody was getting cold. I was on the one with warm feet.
Even my feet were cold, and that's the first time in these boots and through the third winter
Yep.
that my feet have been cold in those boots. But I don't get out and work like Rob does. I don't have the strength and stamina.
That's all right. Hey, Steve's Woodworking. Good to see you in here.
Hi, Steve.
Just chatting back and forth. And Madhu says 37 watching and 16 likes. Well, please hit the likes because it does help out our channel and gets us out there more. And there's Adam and Phyllis.
Hi,
It's probably Phyllis.
Probably Phyllis.
Adam's probably still at work. I'm giving a reminder for the thumbs up as well. And Mike also.
Phyllis may be still at work as well.
Yeah, she does it at work.
Puts her just the audio.
And Mike says, "Oh, I forgot the thumbs up, I think." And Matt's talking to old school Alaska. Yep, Jeeps are fun to drive, except when the radiator hose comes off while driving.
Oh my!
Yep, I had that happen in one of my old CJs.
Huh.
That was a long time ago. Everybody's greeting one another. Scott is dropping more links. And Cheryl says, howdy to my old schoolmate, Robert from New Hampshire, right?
Yes.
I think it was in Hood that we met. That was the name of our junior high school, was Hood Junior High.
Hood Junior.
Yep.
Cute.
Everybody's greeting Adam and Phyllis. And see, John says, just got done moving snow from the last 2 hours and then split some wood. Ooh,
good for you.
How much snow did you get down there, John?
Yeah.
Because everybody else got a lot of snow except for us. We only got about 1.5 inches. Yeah. If that, it wasn't even going out to measure.
No. It's
just crazy this year. Normally we're the ones getting hammered, and you guys don't get so much. It's total reverse this year. Excuse me. Everybody's greeting one another. Everybody's saying thanks to Mike and everybody else for reminding to give thumbs up. I'm skipping over all the chit chat.
Chit chat's nice.
Yikes! 6 times to town. Yep. Well, Lipstick Lodge. I don't know if you've watched many of our videos yet. We live remote, and our only way in is on the train tracks from the Alaskan Railroad. So if we don't have to go to town, we don't go.
Right.
Usually we go into town just for supplies. You know, occasionally we'll go in and hang out with Adam and Phyllis, and we'll run in and meet friends like John and a few others when we have time. But most of the time, it's going in for a purpose because we're trying to get this property to where we want it versus where the last 2 owners had it. And it's taking time. When we got into this house, it was a shell. If you've seen the video, there was nothing in this thing except for 4 walls and a roof and 2 floors. And now
the stairs are in.
Yeah, the stairs were in. But now, now it's pretty much a home, and we still have stuff we got to do.
A lot. You can see the ceiling is not glamorous.
Yeah, no,
but it works.
That'll stay that way until I get down some cottonwood and get it all dried out and milled.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Ashley says, Sarah, sounds like you had a great time.
I did. It was worth all the anxiety of being afraid of people and going to town. Oh, God. I don't get out much, right?
Yep. Phyllis says, hello all in chat. I'm still at work, so can't be got glued to my phone. Not a problem,
Right,
Phyllis. We
no
know how it is.
problem at all. Absolutely.
I hope to Huntsville one time a month in Algonquin Park. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if you've seen the comment I made. Which Algonquin Park is that? I know there's one in Canada. I know there's one in Maine. I think there's one in New York. So, which one? Billy says, Sarah, that's absolutely opposite of Jim. LOL. We shouldn't be and we couldn't be happier, right? Jim didn't like going to town either.
No, he didn't.
I'm to the point. I don't really particularly go to town or care to go to town either.
No.
And there's Jerry from Butler Family Farm. Good to see you, Jerry and Susan.
But I like people. And I guess Jim didn't.
Yeah.
I do like people. And it was a treat to actually be recognized and meet. And I looked at my agent and said, I couldn't place the face. But when he said the name, woohoo, I knew.
And Jerry said he went out to check to see if their goat had a baby yet, and nothing.
No baby.
Oh, hopefully the baby gets born healthy and strong.
Mm-hmm. And not in that terrible cold snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want a baby goat in the kitchen if you can help it.
Everybody's still creating one another. I'm just looking for any comments. Like I said, if you have questions or anything like that, give us
Yes, so we'll know.
that.
I don't even know where
and
my
we'll make sure we
glasses
get
are.
get you read.
Yeah. When I have my glasses on, I can see the little piece over here, but I still can't see those.
Yeah, the one on the side's a little hard.
Yeah.
And see, my friend Cheryl says, thank you so much for the congratulations. I'm really enjoying y'all's videos and catching up with you.
Nice.
You cool Alaskan life now. Glad to see you have a great companion as sweet as her. Thank you.
Thank you.
And anytime you want to get in touch, Cheryl, you know how to get a hold of me on Facebook. Always open to chat with my old friends from back home. And if you guys ever get up this way, you're more than welcome.
More than welcome. Yep.
And Monica's laughing at P&J. And Troy says, if I can get this thing to click properly, Sarah, I'm excited to see your lamps.
The lamps. That was so fun. And the experience was I had to call the guy and I told him I couldn't get there till the 2nd of February. And he forgot that and wanted me to come earlier. But when I explained I was off grid and up the tracks, he thought that was really interesting. And he said he had lots and lots of other people asking, and he wouldn't sell them to them because he was interested in having them be up the tracks.
So this is one, as you can see, the legs telescope. It's almost like an old tripod they would use for surveying or an old camera tripod. That's one of them.
There were 2 table lamps. That's the table.
Yep, there's 2 of these ones here. Yep. Of course, now it's gonna. There it goes.
There it goes. It's tight. Yeah.
There we go. Let me put that over here. And the other one's a little bigger, so let me grab that.
It's a floor lamp, and we've got it extended to its actual height. It's a little industrial, which I love about it. And it has its own top, which makes it really industrial.
It's kind of like a spotlight almost.
Like a spotlight, yeah.
But we both like the steampunk and the old stuff from like in the
20s
and 30s and industrial look. So that's why this kind of really appealed
that
to
one
us
sit it
both.
on the floor and they can see how tall it is, and there you are.
It's about maybe just under 4 or 5
5,
foot.
right about
I'm
5.
6'1".
And it's just to his chin. It's going to go in the library, and I think it's going to be wonderful up there.
Yeah, we're hoping we'll have the library done here in the next week or so. Well, not fully because I've got to order some stuff to get it up here to do the wall coverings.
Yeah, the ceilings are right now
It's just insulation and plastic. So, but we're going to kind of do like we did in the bedroom, but we're not going to tell you 100% because we wanted to watch the video.
For another thing is we don't exactly know yet because we haven't ordered this stuff and gotten it in here. So sometimes those things change plans.
I get good. Fix this mouse.
Mhm.
And the Bartmans say to, hey, John, hope the warm up cuts down on your snow level. We're looking
Yeah.
forward to seeing piles of it, right?
Yeah.
And Ed says, Sarah went into the big city, huh? Well, big city was Wasilla.
Wasilla. That was as big as I got. Yep. Talkeetna is not quite big enough to get some of the supplies.
A lot of supplies.
Oh, a lot, yeah.
We have Moore's Hardware and we have Cubby's grocery store, but
Right.
they're limited. Most of like Cubby's comes from Costco,
Yeah.
and Moore's is it's was it Ace Hardware or is it? I can't remember which
You know, I
it is.
don't
I can't remember
know.
what a hardware store they're
But they
affiliated with,
have
but they have good
soft
stuff.
plastic
Totes.
totes, which are much more durable. Did I just hear scratching at the door?
I'll get it.
Okay. They're much more durable than the hard plastic. And so, yes, they cost more to begin with, but like lots of things, if you buy something that's better to begin with, you don't have to buy it as often. So it ends up being cheaper in the long run. So I brought home 2 good sized soft plastic totes full of stuff. And they were too heavy for me to carry by myself, but I had help all over the place. That's another thing about being an old woman in the north, is there are all kinds of benefits. Everybody jumps to help.
Yep.
And I always say thank you. I never say no thank you. I always say thank you.
And Mike says, yes, it was pretty cold. That all right. I saw
It
at
was.
one point -44. My cameras were freezing up on Saturday. All my
Mhm.
video of the train were crap. It hasn't been this cold in a long
Mhm.
time for many years, right?
Mhm.
I know when I talked to Nancy a
Yeah.
couple years ago, who is those who don't know, was the original owner. Her and her husband
Mm-hmm.
Jim built the place and were on the show Railroad Alaska. She said that at one point back in the late 80s, early 90s, they had like 3 weeks of -40. But since then, they haven't seen it.
No.
I think the lowest temperature we've seen since we've been here was -35.
Mhm.
And that was for one day.
Mm-hmm. We have that heat inversion, which I've probably talked about several times.
Yep.
It's a big deal.
Yep. And Tommy Temper says snow here in Edmonton. Roads are bad. I bet.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
That's another good thing about my trip is the roads were good, and Mary was driving, and she did a great job, and it was not hard.
Yeah. I don't know if Edmonton area is like
So, yeah.
Anchorage. Anchorage is horrible about plowing. You can tell when you get to the city limits because there's that
Gets
much
worse.
ice on the road. It makes no sense.
Mm-hmm. So be careful out there.
Let's see. And Steve Wilberkin says to Ed at Mountain Marina, hey, I see you are surviving that new sled, right? How is that sled, Ed?
Mm.
Let's see. And oops.
Oops.
Matt's Garage says, come on, Jen, love it when your recent guests referred to your rental cabin as a fancy Alaska.
Yeah.
It's really gorgeous. So yeah,
It is nice.
for bush, both of our cabins are actually set up pretty nice.
Mhm.
There are some nicer ones out there, but not a lot for in this area. In this house,
No.
like this house is big for in the bush.
Oh, it's huge.
I mean, under the roof, it's 1,900 square foot with all the walls and all that. I think it's around 1,760, but it's still,
It's
for being in
big.
the bush, it's a big house. And Scott's dropping Ed's link. And River Mike says, shrinkage is real. LOL. Yeah, it is, especially when I have to deal with that track.
Whew.
And P&J is reminding everybody to hit the thumbs up for Sarah and Rob. Thank you very much. And let's see, and Mike says, or Flagstop Alaska says, hey, Rob and Sarah, hope you're both staying warm. We are.
We are now.
We
The
are.
temperature's like
It's 24 and a
24
half degrees up here right now.
last week it was
-24.
yeah.
So we've
So
had a
huge
50-degree
difference.
rise, 60-degree rise, and
Yeah.
since like Saturday.
I had to get out of my base layer.
Yeah, and I'm sweating in this flannel that she just bought me.
Yep.
And that leads me back to what I was going to say earlier, because I know I'm getting behind. Our weather forecast is just stupid for the next couple of weeks. Let me see if I can bring it up again on my phone. That way I don't misquote myself on what I read. And I use AccuWeather. I've been using AccuWeather for years when I was on the boat, and now I'm using it up here. The rest of this week, we're going to be in the mid 20s. By Saturday, we're going to be 31, or sorry, Friday 31. Saturday and Sunday, the mid 30s. And then for like the next week after that is the mid to high 30s, possibly low 40s. That's just crazy.
It's crazy.
We're getting March weather now in February, and it's only, the 5th. So we're hoping that we do get some cool down at nights. It's going down into the teens and low 20s. So what we're hoping is it's going to give us an early
go everywhere
snow. Where we get the melt and it crusts up overnight, and you can go pretty much anywhere you desire to go. Yeah. Why are you licking my finger, you dum-dum? Don't start. Don't start. He's looking at me like, I want to get you.
Oh, baby dog.
And Butler Family Farms is dropping some links. Thank you, Jerry. Oops. I just went too far. Everybody's talking back and forth. And let's see what's Ed said. Unfortunately, I've been at work and only 30 miles on the new snow machine. Oh, you haven't even broken that thing in.
No.
Oh, well, you're kind of limited where you can ride anyways, Ed.
Yeah.
Zuby, you want to give him a ninny?
Yes.
Give him his ninny. Keep him quiet for a few.
Yeah.
You guys are stuck with me. Thank you, Ashley, for reminding everybody to say give a thumbs up. Ed says he's going to be home soon. Very good, Ed. And there's Brooke Trope. Good to see you. And Jerry's dropping links. Everybody's greeting one another. I'm trying to get caught up here. Ed's greeting Rushing Land. All right, there's another statement or question. This is the rail is a CWR, continuous wheel rail, welded rail, and when it gets super cold, the rails will shrink and welds will break, and joints can break at switches and bridges. Continued. Yes, that's what that was kind of my understanding on that too, Mike. Thank you. And we'll read more about that when Mike posts more of it up. Unfortunately, with the 200 character limit, you can't always get it all in. Rick Trout says, I had a 1980 Golden Eagle CJ7. That thing looked like that. Yep. I had a couple old CJs. I had a CJ7, I had CJ5, and I had quite a few of the Cherokees. My last one was a 86 Cherokee, and I had over 400,000 miles on it. It ran like a top when I got rid of it. You can't kill those inline sixes. And Lipstick Lodge says, I was just in New Hampshire at an Anthony Gomes concert. Very nice. Was it up in Manchester? And there's Bill from My Alaska. Good to see you. And Living Free says, really? We got 8 inches plus in Houston. Yeah, it's been a really weird year for snow. Like I said, normally we're dumped on by now. It says, I kind of figured you were the only one with warm feet with the bunny boots. Baffins do good in extreme cold too. My Baffins stink. I bought them. They were brand new. Guy bought them. He'd been in Alaska for less than a year, and they decided they're going to move back to Hawaii. And he sold them to me dirt cheap. And don't you know, the liners in them got a hole in them within a month. And they never kept my feet cold or warm. And they were nice Baffins too. And I still got them. I might just see if I can get another liner for it.
Maybe you can get a liner. That'd be good.
Was not happy with them. I prefer to have my bunny boots. I need to try to find a pair for Sarah that are much smaller.
Yeah.
And Robert Bartman says, hey John, hope the warm up doesn't melt all the snow by your place. Looking forward to seeing a bunch. Nothing to speak of around these parts, right? Everybody's greeting one another, and John says he only got 7 inches.
Wow.
And Flagstop saying hello to everyone. And My Alaska Bill is saying thanks to Scott for dropping his link. And there's Alaska One Andy. Good to see you, Alaska One Andy. And here's more from Mike. Trains have to move slower when it's cold for this reason, and the train movement can also break a rail under a train. There was a very late freight and switch problem on Saturday. Yep.
Oh.
That's when you were coming back.
When I was coming back.
Yeah, when you would come back, you were in town waiting.
They kept us very notified.
Yeah, they're really good about it. We know most of the people that work at the train in town. Susan Gotchi says Sarah probably had a major sensory overload.
Oh yeah.
Them going into town after being out in the cabin for a while. I get that way when I go to the grocery store. I have my husband go do the grocery shopping now.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living out here, it can get a little, strange for you when you go into town.
Yeah.
Sometimes, we got what we call bush syndrome. You run into people and you have so much to say, and nobody else gets a chance to talk but you.
Yep.
So I got to I got to put myself in check every now and then.
Poor Mike, I probably rattled at him until he was plugging his ears.
But that's how it happens up here.
Mm-hmm.
Because we only talk to ourselves, one another.
I even do it on the live. I just chatter.
Yep. And that's how we get behind, but you guys ask questions, we're going to answer.
Yeah.
And Ed says, looks like my cabin only got about 2 inches on that last snowstorm too.
Wow.
Yeah. I think it's a location thing, Ed. I think it kind of stopped at the Talkeetna River this time.
I think so too.
Clint says you're quitting your New Year's resolution and looking for another solution. Still here?
What was our New Year's resolution?
I don't know.
I don't remember. Must be we quit.
Either that or he's talking to somebody else. I'm not sure.
Oh, that could be. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's Andy Alaska and one Andy is greeting folks and saying hello.
Nice.
And Lipstick Lodge says got one time Huntsville, but a few times to South River and I'm remote to South River on the Trans-Canada Trail.
Wow.
And the woods. Okay. Nice.
Beautiful spaces.
And Ashley is greeting Billy. Or hello, Billy, my Alaska.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
I don't know how far. Well, your comment, it says it's 4:21, so I'm about 12 to 14 minutes behind, I think. Ontario, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I know there is that area, Algonquin Park in Ontario.
Okay, good. Good to know.
I lived in Canada a few times. I lived in Winterpeg, and I lived in Stevensville, Ontario, at a friend's horse farm.
Oh yeah.
When I was helping him out when he was sick, and I was taking care of all the horses on the farm for him that year. He raced at Fort Erie, and he took in boarders for the winter for extra money, and most of that money went to me that winter.
Oh, good.
Man, Brooke Truss says, "How was everyone's Monday? Mine was a Monday." Kind of blah, right?
Well,
I did wood today, and Sarah helped stack after I got it all split up.
And otherwise, I just was still recovering from
town. And there's Joanne Plaver, I think is how you pronounce it. Good to see you in here.
Good.
And Monica says, thanks to the moderators for dropping our links.
Oh,
thank you very much. I appreciate all the moderators in here, the new ones and the old ones. Everybody's greeting Joanne. Which Joanne is that? Okay, it's Joan, not Joanne. I'm thinking Joanne Twist was in here. Lee says a goat is in the kitchen would be a catastrophe. Well, it depends on where you're at. I've seen a lot of people bring their stuff in for the births and stuff like that.
Yeah. When I was raising dairy replacement heifers, and I had a set of twins, and one died. I did bring the other in the house. The vet was there, and we were holding an IV. I was holding the IV bag. The baby, we did lose them, both sets of that set, but I did save one twin from the other, and then I said no more twins. No matter what.
And wherever Mike says, yes, Jim hated town and really had a hatred for people, especially stupid people. He had quite an anger streak. Yeah, that's what we've heard too. We've heard some of the stories about people showing up on snow machines and him shooting the engines out of the snow machines with his 454. And Scott's talking to it's probably Lipstick Lodge about locations in Canada. And Lipstick Lodge says, I'm near the northwest arm near Round. I won't even try to pronounce it.
Oh my God.
Algonquin.
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah. Do you think it's one of the Iroquois?
It probably is an Iroquois because that was what was usually in that area at that
Yeah.
time period.
There were 7 tribes.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Tiffany, Canadian Family says, hubby and I used to camp at Lake Two Rivers, at
Oh,
Lake of Two Rivers all the time. Very nice. I haven't been
nice.
camping in years, and I don't know if I want to go tent camping in Alaska. I don't want to be a bear
maybe
burrito.
not bear.
And there's Miss E.G. Wife. Good to see you. Hopefully you and Gary are doing
Hi.
well.
Oh, I hope you're warmer.
It says, hello, finally in the negative teens today. Very good. We are at
way
24
better.
and a half here.
Yeah.
I saw your post the other day. You guys
Oh
were
my
at almost negative
goodness.
70. That's just crazy.
That's what people think Alaska is all about.
And I think all of Alaska's that way.
Oh,
That's not
luckily,
the case.
no, it's not. But north of the Arctic Circle, it's darn cold.
Yep. And Scott's talking to Lipstick Lodge.
Nice.
And Monica says she's going to be back in a few. And don't forget, if you have questions, give us thumbs up so we can make sure you guys
Get
read 'em.
answers,
And
even if they're not right.
And Lipstick Lodge says nice lamp.
We
Monica's
love
going to be
it.
back in a few.
Good.
And Mike says, I remember Jim said he went a few years between town trips. Nancy did most of them. One of these days soon, you'll be hearing some Jim stories. Yes.
Oh yeah.
We got to get you up here, Mike.
Get up here.
'Cause
Absolutely.
I found some stuff up here I want to go over in the area. I have questions from some of the conversations you and I have had.
Right.
And Lee says, oh, cool lamps, right?
Yeah. Thank
Everybody's
you.
liking those lamps in there. Susan Gotch saying the same thing. Wow, cool lamps.
I love tripods.
Everybody liked your lamps.
Yay.
I
think I'm going to make some paper shades for the little ones. They didn't come with the interesting
shades.
Focus.
And Steve's woodworking says, looks like a movie light. Yes, it does resemble a movie light.
It really does. It looks industrial.
Yep. And there's Ward. How you doing, Ward? Good to see you. You guys warm up down your way? And he says, hi there. Had to get wood put in the shed. Yep, I did that earlier today.
Yeah.
Scott says, I am a broom from the dairy before it's sold. He's talking about Linda at Lipstick Lodge.
Wow.
And Linda says, I'm going to interview the ice fisher peeps from my channel. Should be fun. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's definitely a fun one.
Very good.
Everybody's still saying nice lamps. Everybody's saying hi to Ward. And
I'm glad you like them. Come
warm.
and see them.
And there's Kathy Robinson from Mississippi. Good to see you in here, Kathy. Tiffany's going to be right back. And EG Wife says, I just ordered some materials for my sewing machine, and I already can't wait for it. Yes. There you go.
Yes.
I kicked myself in the butt for selling my industrial sail making machine.
Yeah.
Because it would have sewed anything up here that I would have got my hands on. I was good up to some pretty thick sail material. And the machine had next to no hours on it. And I gave it to the local sailing school for the kids. So I know it's getting used well.
Yes, but it was a noble thing to do.
I still kick myself for not bringing it with me.
There are a lot of things that we didn't know enough about Alaska and about shipping.
Yes.
To make more wise decisions, we would have brought more up.
Yep.
Practical things, no fluff. Although I would have brought a couple pieces of fluff.
Yeah, there was some stuff that we kicked ourselves in the ass for, excuse my language, for not bringing. Sorry. EG Wife saying hello all. Ashley says, EG Wife, if been mending jeans for a gal at work. Been mending jeans for a gal at work. Very good. Hang on, Lee. There we go. How far is Wasilla from you guys? It depends. We got a 30-minute train ride. And then we've got about an hour and 20-minute drive once we get into the truck. So it's a little ways away. It's not horrible.
No, it's not prohibitive.
Yeah, it's not bad. And Mike says Moore's.
It sure beats Anchorage.
Yes. Mike says Moore's is a do it best hardware store. That's right.
Do it best.
Yep.
Okay.
And living free Alaska. Nice chatting with y'all. Wish you we could stick around, but got to get ready for our live on our business channel.
Yes, absolutely.
We do them twice a month. Very nice.
Very good.
Yeah, I'll have to catch the replay of
The
that.
replay, sure.
It was good to see you in here.
Absolutely. Thanks for
And
stopping.
then he says also, we can always come back another time for the full time. Exactly.
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Hmm.
And Scott says, I just joined your family, Lipstick Lodge. Yep.
Excellent.
Everybody saying goodbye to Living Free Alaska. And what's Clint saying here? Says we've been getting a lot of rain lately, but been getting up in the 70s during the day.
my.
Not too bad. No, that's nice actually.
That's pretty comfortable.
Madhu says, lame question. How are you both related? Who, Sarah and I?
We're together.
I don't know if it was a question which wasn't.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Everybody's greeting
Because
one another.
somebody said they were related to somebody, it seems like.
Yeah.
I think that's not for us.
It might not be.
That's what I think.
Oh, we just got a super chat from Scott.
Oh, thank you, Scott.
Well, thank you, Scott.
How sweet.
For your shrinkage, buddy. I appreciate that, Scott. That's very generous of you.
Absolutely.
And see, 1968 sourdough says, oh, yeah, I can't start. Supposedly there's a way you can actually like them now. I don't know. Sourdough says, all the warm weather, that's how you know Fur Rondi is close. Yes. Yes, definitely. That's what, in another week and a half, 2 weeks or something like that? I can't remember. And Clint says, weather everywhere right now is crazy.
It's wild. It's the El Nino
Yep. El Nino
effect.
There we go.
It always makes fun of winter.
Yep. And Linda at Lipstick Lodge says, thanks, Rambling. I don't edit, so be prepared to get shocked. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, John in Alaska, he doesn't really edit too much, and he does great.
He does.
And we love John's stuff.
Fun.
Susan says, someone called, I'm back. Not a problem, Susan.
Oh, good.
Good to see you back.
Hope it was a good call.
Yeah. And she's woodworking is laughing at Scott.
I think so.
And John says, we were getting warm temps, but getting snow also.
Yeah.
We haven't been getting the snow, and I'm looking at the
No, I
forecast.
don't know what's going
Our
on.
next chance of snow is not until the 10th, and that's on Saturday. And see, they're predicting about an inch. I'm baffled at the weather this year.
Yeah.
It's just driving me nuts.
I
mean, this is fine because, I can get out in the woods and get around okay
Yeah,
because it's packing itself down, because we've had a total of about 8 feet, but it's just compacted.
it is.
So it's great for riding in, but I'd rather have more because I'm worried about fires this summer.
Yeah, that's true. We don't know what it'll do to the ground texture and whatever.
Yep. She knows what she means. We don't always know.
No.
And Monica says, I'm back. Welcome back,
Yay,
Monica. And Mike says, classical Alaskan weather. The next couple of weeks, I'm glad it's warming up some. I burned over 3 cords of wood during the cold snap. Get ready for some heavy snow, though. It's coming. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured too. But if it keeps staying south of us,
we still won't have it.
I've got to get out over and finish shoveling off the one area of the cabin.
Yeah.
Everybody's telling Monica, welcome back. It says, yes, heavy snow. Need deep powder for the new snow machine. Yeah, you do. How does that thing run on packed snow? It probably not very well.
I'm not yet worried about gathering the snow for water, but because we have a lot of storage down in the
What's up, Chubby?
tanks. But gee, if we don't get more, what do you do?
Yep. And Mike says, E.G. wife, I'm glad it warmed up a little bit for you.
Oh,
yes, definitely.
So cold.
Ashley says to Ed, looking forward to that next video.
I always look forward to it.
Yep. Ed says, or Lee, sorry, says, we've had a little snow here in central Maine this winter.
Mhm.
I don't mind because it's less stress driving to town 25 miles to work, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And Lipstick Lodge says Portsmouth, New Hampshire is where they went to the
Ah.
concert. Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice. Yep. I've been down there for a couple of shows years and years ago. I used to get down to Hampton Beach, get all the shows down at Hampton Beach Casino. Hey, stop.
Come
That's where I've
on.
seen Meatloaf there, Molly Hatch, a lot of the other bands that, the older bands that used to play down to the Hampton Beach Casino.
Hmm.
And Riddle Mike says that his $200 limit is probably good. Or 200 limit is probably good. I'd write some ramble on. No one wants to read forever, right? And Ed says it's snowing heavy here right now, but it's 35 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley's dropping links for Ed. Thank you very much, Ashley.
Mm-hmm.
And
Good
Lipstick Lodge says a 19-hour drive.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's a long,
long
drive.
haul.
I hope the show was good.
Oh.
And Matt Scratches to Lee. Yep. Highway snow driving, no fun.
No
It is
fun,
not.
no
Ashley's
fun.
dropping links for Rushing Wind. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
And EG Wife says use rabbit skin to wrap around your feet if you're in your baffins. Really? Even Zeus says, really?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Yeah. Bye,
I'm
baby
getting,
bunting.
look at that look I'm getting right there. Can you guys see that?
But look.
What do you want? There's nothing in my hand. I'm gonna get him worked up. I don't want to do that.
No, please. Oh, it's easy to wind him up. It's not easy to
No,
wind him down.
no, it's not.
Oh, we put him on the front porch.
Shailene, I'll get in touch with you. I got a couple questions. I'll hit you up on Facebook.
Mm.
And Mike says, what size bunny boots does Sarah need? What size shoe do you wear?
Maybe 9, 8.5 or 9. I don't know how they run.
Yeah, I don't know if they run big for the women or not.
I don't remember what my my real the boots I have. What are they? They're muck boots.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know if we can. I don't know if they're 8.5 or 9. Probably 9 would be safer. Bigger is better with boots. Bigger, better boots. You don't want to shut off the circulation in your toesies. And I'm going to need boots next winter, because my my mucks this year.
This is our third winter on those mucks.
And the little grippies on the bottom are pretty much worn down. Zoom.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And those that haven't noticed, it's still light out. Normally this time we're dark.
That.
But yeah, we've been getting a lot more sunlight. It's usually sun out where we can see and walk around outside by like 8:30 right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of nice. And Jerry from Butler Family Farms dropping Ruby's link. Appreciate that.
Yep.
Everybody's chatting back and forth. And Billy Sutton says the railroad Mike, love railroad stuff. Yep.
Absolutely.
John Alaska says, hi, Robert. I only warmed up to 18.
Ooh,
We're still at 24 and a half.
Yep. 24.
And Ashley says, EG wife, I plan on making muskrat liners after I can them.
That'll do it.
Yep. And Sourdough says, Mountain to Ed at Mountain Mariner. How do you like the new sled? I've been looking, but had hard to decide between the Summit and the Expedition. Leaning towards the Summit. See, I don't know enough about the machines. I don't really need mountain climbers. I just need something that works.
Yeah.
Goes from point A to point B and can pull a trailer.
Right. Full of stuff.
And yep. Lee says to Matt, agree. Better snow than ice, though. Yes.
Absolutely. I worry a little bit about ice.
Yep.
But I don't worry about much up here. I just go.
And Lipstick Lodge says Google Anthony Gomes. He's an awesome blues rocker. Going to Pittsburgh. Hard Rock Cafe in March. My friend thinks I'm a groupie. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
if you're getting out and enjoying yourself, Have at it.
Do it.
And Matt Scratch says, Lee, unfortunately, Western PA highways usually end up black ice. Yes.
Yes, they do. That's the first time I heard the term black ice was when we lived in West Virginia.
Yep. And Mike says, LOL. Oh, no, Sarah. No worries. I know how it is. I enjoy the random meet. Thomas was saying, I met two of my fans from my channel.
Oh,
I had to
yes.
say, oh, no, I ain't famous, but she is.
Oh, and actually from your Facebook things, Thomas is famous, and your children are the most beautiful children I think I've ever seen.
Yep.
And charm and sweet.
Ed says, I'd get the expedition if you need a work sled. Summit would only be good for breaking trail and having fun.
Mm.
Yep. I was talking to someone. I think they had the Summit with an 800 EFI engine in it, and they said it actually gets pretty good mileage, which is what I really need.
Mm-hmm. You need a muscle machine, a hard-working machine.
Yeah.
A go anywhere machine.
And Lipstick Luscious. Oh, I'm from Winterpeg originally.
Nice.
Winterpeg it's not a bad area. Let's see. And Brooktrout says, how's that diesel heater working in the shop? Unfortunately, it's not, because the batteries I have are all shop that are 12 volt. So I'm going to have to make a trip into town for just an overnight or sometime in the next week or so and pick up a new battery. We're going to have to see if our friend Mary can pick us up some stuff down at Joanne's and have it brought up to us. And that way I don't have to go all the way down to Wasilla. I can just get a place to stay in town,
Right.
grab what I got to get, and get back into town, back to the house. It'd be a very short turn and burn.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd rather be here by myself than in town by myself.
But Brooktrout, for the few minutes that it was running, it took the cabin from, I think it was like 20 degrees up to 24 degrees in less than an hour. The diesel heater.
Yeah. In the
workshop.
In the workshop.
Lee says the best cold weather boots are the military Mickey Mouse boots. Can't beat them. I could go door to door selling them. Yeah, that's the bunny boots.
That's the bunny boots. Are they heavy weight wise?
I don't know. Yes, they're right here.
Yes, they're heavy. They're not as bad as I thought they might be. I'd have great legs by then. Is that why you're so slim and trim and
probably?
Right.
Old school side to old school Alaska says hello to John. Scott's laughing at something. He's probably up to no good, but that's okay. We still like him. And there's Gary from Enigmatic Glitching. Good to see you, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
Yep, the chat is rolling, Gary. Always seems to be.
Yep.
And we've got about 40 some odd minutes until Adam and Phyllis come on.
Yay.
And E.G. wife. I should have the two handlings here. Hello, John, Monica, and everyone else.
Nice.
And John Alaska says hi to old school. Everybody's greeting Gary. And there's Follow Alaska. Good to see you guys in here. Usually I don't see you guys till you get into Adam's live. Adam and Phyllis live.
Thank you.
Good to see you in here for a change. If you guys haven't checked out Follow Alaska, you should. They're great people. It's Dave and Angie.
Nice.
No, that's not. I just had a brain fart on names.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Oh, no. Somebody correct me on the names.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can.
Yeah, do.
Dave and Angie are the Our Simple Life.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I until I know names for a little bit, I can be horrible with names.
I'm worse.
And Gary says hello to Ashley, Billy, Steve, John, Rushing, and Matt.
Mm.
And Ed says, nope, I'm not reading it, Ed. It's a town in New Zealand. I'm sure it is a town. Those Kiwis are a little strange.
That's worse than German.
Where are our Aussie girls?
Yeah, where are they?
No Aussie girls tonight.
Oh.
Everybody's greeting Gary.
Nice. Yes.
Follow Alaska saying hi to P&J.
Nice.
Billy says, I thought Ed was having a stroke for a second there. Right. I don't know where he comes up with this stuff.
Oh Lord.
Sitting in that boat doing nothing gives him a lot of free time to find some strange stuff. Lipstick Lodge says I have to shut off my Jenny. Be right back. Not a problem.
Oh,
Go do
yes.
your thing. We do the same
Yeah,
thing.
we have to.
Once our live's over, we'll start ours up while we're watching Adam and Phyllis.
Right. Mhm.
Ash says Mountain Mariner Ed, are you sure if the spelling on that?
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that is wonderful.
And Ed says, LOL, $1 to anyone that can pronounce that. Right?
Right.
Nope, not even going to try. And there's
No
Ira. Good to see you, Ira. Says hello, everybody. Rob and Sarah and gang. How are you and Mom doing tonight, Ira? I hope you're both doing good.
Hope so.
And Matt's garage says to Billy, nah, fell asleep at the keyboard. Don't hit your head on it. You're going to get imprints of those keys right there. You look kind of funny. And Mike says, still planning on coming up next month, like we were talking about.
Oh,
Hurricane
boy.
turn northbound Saturday, southbound. Sunday southbound, yes.
Yep.
I'm looking forward
Great.
to visiting and seeing everything. I may be weirded out. I never thought I'd be back. Well,
Oh, do.
just remember, I don't owe you money like Jim does. And follow Alaska saying hi to John. And Ward says, more wood is showing up. Gotta go. Have a great day. Not a problem, Ward. You have a great day. Stay warm.
Yep. More wood is a good
Yeah,
thing.
Ward's gonna warm you up a few times,
Yep.
my friend.
It'll be good.
And Scott says to Ashley and John, she's under an hour to the reserve.
Wow.
Everybody's greeting one another by saying bye to Ward. Everybody's greeting Ira. Oh, Madhu says, Robin, sorry, we're not related. We've been a couple for what? No,
4, 5.
well,
5
5
years.
and going
About
on
5.
going on 6 years, I think. 5 or 6 years. We've been here for almost 3, honey.
Yeah.
And we were together a couple
Here,
years before we got
that,
here.
yeah.
So probably about 6 years. So if that answers your question.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And Scott says it's been above 32 here for over a week now. Very nice. Very nice. And Mike says, yep, Fur Rondi is the last week of February and ends the first day of the Iditarod race. And you want to go let him in?
Oh, yeah, I hear him.
And Ira's saying hello to Ashley and says it's a rainy night in Georgia. Yep. Yeah, I didn't talk to my mom today. She's probably not happy because of the rain down there in Georgia. John says, I've not seen weather like this in some years. The cold temperatures, or what part of the weather there, John? And Ashley says, Mike, can you let people know what the Fur Ronde is? Yes, please do. I know a little bit about it, but I don't know enough about the Fur Ronde. So type it in, Mike, and I will read it. Ruby says, one week of fog and now ice rain. Give me the snow any day.
Yep.
Over those two. I don't blame you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
P&J says we are headed into the 40s and 50s. It's on its way too early for this year. Weird winter. Yeah, it's been a really strange winter.
Really strange one.
And as Peggy Lynn Designs, good to see you in here, Peggy. And P&J Homestead Adventure says we haven't even rode the sled. LOL.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Let's see. Matt's Garage says into the 50s here in Western PA next couple of days. Very nice. Monica says, if anyone said anything to me I missed, I'm sorry. My phone died. I'm back now again.
We're glad you're back.
Welcome back, Miss Monica. It says it rained almost every day last summer. Yeah, and the summer before that was just as bad.
Yeah, it was.
We had bad flooding on our trails, and sometimes the trails were not passable at all.
Yeah. We had 2 weeks when there wasn't much rain. It was really
this past summer was great, and
nice.
Late July, because that's when Hogan came up, and the weather was perfect for John to be up here. And John's probably in the background listening. He's got some stuff going on, so he's not really saying much right now. He's taking care of some stuff at the house. Coffee Walks and whatever. How you doing? Good to see you in here, giving us all a wave. And the Bartmans say just checked out AccuWeather for the next month forecast in the teens for the Nelchina area. Perfect.
Mm.
Yep, it's gonna be
Okay.
warm up here.
It is.
It'll be warm up here for your stay up here for the night.
Thursday, sure.
So you won't have to worry about freezing too bad. And Peggy is saying hello to Matt. And Coffee Walks says hi to Rushing Wind, Ruby. Rushing Wind Mountain,
Rushing
Ruby.
Mountain, yeah. Mm.
And Clint says, question, does that Little River Creek that y'all get water from completely freeze? Yes.
Yes, it
In
does.
this area,
It
there is
does.
a spot further up the creek where I can hear it running under the ice. It's closer to the spring, I think, there.
Yeah.
So it doesn't fully freeze there. And that's where that leaning cabin was because I saw that short. So
Mm.
one of these days we wouldn't mind getting our hands on that property and then putting a proper system in there where we could actually bring the water
Right.
from that cabin to here
To here.
instead of having to do all this melting stuff all the time,
Yes.
because it'd make it a lot easier for us.
Yeah. It's not anything I can't do, but it's time consuming.
Yep. Now, to go back to your question, Clint,
Mhm.
I don't know how far down it is frozen, because even in the summertime when the creek looks dry, I can hear the
Yeah,
water
we can
underneath the
hear it.
rocks.
Mhm.
So it's an ancient riverbed. So I need to dig down in an area to see how far down it goes. And we will be putting a traditional well pump into the creek to pump water up this summer to make it easier.
Mhm.
So I don't have to carry the big banjo style well pump down to the creek.
Right.
We're going to do it right down the hill here, and it should make it a little easier. We're going to use 1.5 inch piping, so we should be able to get about 35 gallons a minute in flow, and it should be able to fill up all the tanks rather fast.
Mhm.
We hope.
Yeah, it was easy to fill the tanks this last summer.
Yes, it was a lot easier.
It really was.
And Ashley's dropping links. Everybody's greeting coffee walks and whatever.
Mhm.
Grab a fresh cup. It says Matt's Garage.
Mm.
Let's see, and I think Mike's talking about the Fur Rendezvous. Mike says the Fur Rendezvous is a winter festival that once revolved around the fur trading and trapping. It was
Yep.
also a bit of a way to relieve some cabin fever.
Mhm.
It's now a big family affair, and it is like a mini fair. Well, that's
I
cool.
bet, yeah.
If we had somebody come up and watch the house, I'd take off and go down there with Sarah. Problem is, I'd have to hide the debit card. After the coat that she's seen Phyllis wearing,
Oh,
she's gonna want one. She's extremely jealous of that
it's
coat.
gorgeous.
And I'm sure you
Just
guys saw it on
gorgeous.
the video that Adam and Phyllis did when they were up here. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out.
It is gorgeous.
Everybody's greeting one another still. And Peggy Lynn Design says, I played tricks with Piper. I would hide her toy and show her empty hands.
Oh,
At
yeah.
first she looked for the toy, and now she gets mad. It doesn't like I'm magic. It doesn't like my magic tricks. Oh, that's funny. Yeah,
Cute.
he's a little bit smart.
Yeah.
At first, I was able to psych him up by acting like I'm throwing something,
Yeah, right.
and I go like this, and he just, what? It's not there. It's behind you on the floor. I heard it go. And Tiffany is back. Good to see you back, Tiffany. And everybody's greeting
Yes.
still for coffee walks, whatever. And see, here's another one. Mike, and don't forget, if you have a question, give us a thumbs up.
That's so cute on the machine.
And Mike says there is still a lot of Alaskan traditions held at the Fur Rendezvous today: trapping,
Oh, I
dog
bet.
races, railroad shows, native events, balls meaning dances. There's rides and a lot of food. Wow. And I think they used to have a car race back in the day too, didn't they? Yeah, like in the 70s. I think I've seen somebody post something about that on Facebook where they were having a car race around town.
Oh, I bet that was fun too. Dog races fun too.
Yep. And the Bartmans said to Ed, thanks to Mountain Mariner.
Mhm.
We'll be putting miles going all over Alaska. This will be our 5th trip
Wow.
and 2nd during the winter, our favorite time. Yep.
Yes.
We like the winter too.
We shocked people when we first got here. People were probably taking bets on whether or not we'd last.
Yeah, they just saw that Florida
Yeah,
tag.
they
They
saw
didn't.
that
They didn't know anything about
they
us.
didn't know. And when we spent our first, even second winter, people said, "Well, what's your favorite season now you've been here a while?"
Mhm.
And we said winter, and they went, What? We love
Our
them.
trail is a lot smoother in winter.
Oh, our trails.
Even Phyllis and Adam made a comment
Oh.
about it because they've been
There's
on the trail in the summertime and it is rough. We think we have something to fix that this summer. We'll see. Because the trails are really, really, really bad. And Lipstick Lodge says Jimmy's Jazz and Blues Club in Portsmouth. I think that must be a newer place. I haven't been back to New Hampshire since 2004. It was the last time I was there, and I was there about a month. And I traveled around. I went to the I can't remember the club in Manchester, whatever.
I don't know. I've
Where
never been to.
Adam Sandler
Well, I've
got his
been-
start. Some of you guys might or might not know. I grew up not far from Adam Sandler, and we played hockey against each other on the lakes when we were kids. Would you remember me?
Guys.
Probably not, because we were all like 12 or 13 years old back then.
Right, yeah.
And I don't look nothing like I did when I was 12 or 13.
No.
I was about 5'2" and maybe 70 pounds soaking wet. So I don't think he'd ever recognize me again. Ashley says to Mike, maybe. I still attend traditional rondies. Glad the tradition continues. Yes, definitely.
That's nice.
And Mike says, "Oh, thank you so much, Sarah. You're very welcome." And John says, "Hey to Gary, pneumatic glitching, things are going well. Enjoying myself." Very good, John.
Good.
And Billy's saying to Ashley, "Rondi sound like great fun." I hear they are. And Mike says to Ashley, "If you get a chance, check out the Alaskan version of the Fur Rendezvous. You have to watch the parade and the biggest fireworks show in Alaska."
Wow.
Nice. And Ed says, "Rob, you need a Tundra 600 Ace if you're looking for a work sled that gets great mileage." Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, Ed. I have the Tundra, but it's a 550F. I mean, I love the 550F. I mean, I've had some issues with the machine, and it's usually carburetor related and fuel related. But now I have it set up so I won't have to worry about moisture in my tanks anymore. I have the system installed on my fuel tank storage, where it shouldn't be an issue anymore. So hopefully that stops. I just got to get more spark plugs. That's another thing I got to get when I go in town. And I got to get
another list.
I got to get the information to Hogan too, because he's going to grab some up from down there and stockpile them for me, because a lot of the stuff's a little cheaper down there.
We get halfway home on the train and start a new list.
Yeah, pretty much. And Gary from Pneumatic Glitching says, good. Been busy here. John caught a wolf yesterday. Ooh. Nice. I'm jealous.
Excellent.
And Steve says, nice. And Ed says, awesome. What color variation was the wolf? Right? I'm curious too.
Yeah.
Did you get it all on video? I hope so. I want to see that video. Gary, you got to stop doing your live so late at night, brother.
Oh.
Every time I see a live pop up, I'm half asleep on the couch. Let's see. Ash says, Billy, yes, here's mostly black powder and buckskinning. Yep. I used to do some of the black powder stuff. And it's funny because when Adam, Phyllis, Matt, and Sid were up here, I used to do LARPs. And of course, then the boys spotted this stuff. That's my old role playing stories.
Yeah. Yep.
So I used to do kind of that stuff, reenactment stuff like that as well. I did a little bit for the black powder for the Civil War stuff, but that was years and years and years and years ago. Haven't done it in a long time. Everybody's talking back and forth. And Matt's garage says, Rondi's my kind of good time, right?
Nice.
Remember, Mike says, yeah, Ray, I can be bad with names too.
Yeah. It's hard.
Ashley says, Mike, I'll add it to my bucket list. Thanks for the info. Yep. Definitely. It says snare a foothold on that wolf to Gary. No, I did get an email from Alone tonight. She will not be on unless she gets done stuff. She actually had a chance to go do some stuff. So she went and did it. She sent us an email and apologized to myself and Adam and Phyllis and Sarah. So no Alone tonight.
Nope. Not tonight.
And the bartman say, hey, John, I missed your comment about being 18 degrees. That's a nice temp. We will be in touch with you as to when to get together and where to meet up. Dinner is on us. There you go.
Lovely.
Follow Alaska says, hey now, I was just here last week. Yeah, LOL. You're just got Lynn and Daryl is still at the mine, or Daryl is still at the mine. He's gonna have to change his addy to Toke before it is over. That's right, Lynn and Daryl. Sorry guys. Like I said, I'm not always good at names. If it's somebody I'm talking to on a regular basis, I learn it quick, but there's a lot of names.
A lot of names.
A lot of names.
All dear people.
Lipstick Lodge says, nice channel. What are your names? Don't know if you're talking to Follow Alaska or us. I'm Rob G. Sarah. We know a lot of the folks on here by name, but we do forget some.
We do forget, yeah. Me especially.
And I apologize for that. Follow Alaska says, Lee, hey there. Thank you so much. Yep. And Ashley, Mike says to Ashley, I feel I'm not describing it well, unfortunately. That happens. And Ed got a female gray wolf in a snare. Nice. I seen it. Did you post a picture of that, Gary? Because I seen somebody. No, it was somebody else that posted. They had two wolves in their set somewhere. I think it might have been Canada. And then Peggy Lynn says they are Rob and Sarah.
Yes.
And Ashley says, Mike, I think I get it. We would call it a street fair, but yours would be better with the traditional activities mixed in. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Nice.
John Alaska says, I got my first young man in my life, 12 years old, and he and his family are moving to Southeast Alaska. Oh, very nice. Yes,
good.
I think I remember something about that
Good.
earlier or on your live the other day, John.
Nice.
And Gary says, along with 3 marten on yesterday's trap line check. Very nice. I've seen marten tracks, but they're further away from the property. They're not coming close to the property where I have my sets. And I'm not setting too much further out because of consideration for the kid that does trap here.
Yeah.
I should call him a kid. He's 40 years old, or
Right,
about to be
yeah.
40 years old. But, I haven't set anything up further. I will put wolf traps up in one location. And that's about it. Because I know he doesn't go in that area, and I know that's where the wolf was running because that's where I chased it.
Yes, and we don't want them to be closer to the chickens and the dog and the me.
Yeah, I don't think the wolf's going to really try to go after the chickens.
No, probably
Him
not.
maybe, you maybe.
Him maybe, yeah.
And Mike says, LOL, we'll get my wood stove, LOL. Well, you got my wood stove. There's a story there. You'll hear about that one.
Right.
I can't believe he pulled it out of the creek, right? Lee says, thanks for sharing all of those great channels. Yes, thank you, moderators, for all that you do. I really appreciate that. You guys are great on doing all that. Follow us says to Monica, hey there, I was just coming in when you stepped away, LOL.
Whoops.
And Peggy Lynn says, in the 50s here today, no coat needed, right?
Right.
I made the mistake when I went back out to split the wood that I dragged up to the house earlier. I put both my fleece on and my heavier coat, and I was dying 5 minutes, and I was using the log splitter.
Yep.
And John says the mix: snow every day, then cold every day. Yep.
Consistently, exactly.
Monica says, no worries, Follow Alaska. We had sold our Jeep, so one step closer to seeing y'all. Yay. Right? How much time until you come up, Monica? And Ashley says, Lee, if you would like a particular channel link, let me know, and I will do my best to drop a link. Thank you, Ashley. And there's Miss Rebecca. Touch by on. Good to see you, Rebecca.
Great to see you. Lovely lady.
And says, hi, everybody. I've been here the whole time, but was watching another live. Not a problem. You're probably over watching.
Multitasking.
Yep. You're probably over watching Four Sisters. Maybe. I don't know. I know they were doing their thing. And Brute Trout says, nice, Gary. Still couldn't find that bear video. Really? And there's Let's Trade Paint. Good to see you in here. Haven't seen you in a little bit. I think that's, I think your name is Sean, I believe. It's been a while. And Follow Alaska says to Monica, that's a good thing. I won't be long now. It won't be long now. No, it's
Yeah.
she won't. Let's see. I'm a little bit behind, not horrible.
Mm.
I'm about 15 minutes behind now.
Mm.
Everybody's greeting one another. I'm going to skip over all that.
Yeah. Okay.
And P and J says, I want to freeze my hair.
Oh.
Kind of like how Phyllis did.
Right. Yeah. That was so fun.
Everybody's greeting. Let's trade paint. And Monica says, click. Me too, P and J. I would probably end up with pneumonia though.
Oh yeah. I
Not
wonder.
good.
Not good. Pneumonia's not good.
John
Roasting care
says,
could
no
be fun.
problem, Robert. Looking forward to meeting you both. You're not taking me to Taco Bell, are you? Wait, John.
No.
Somebody give John a time out. Just kidding. Don't give John a time out.
No. But no, you won't be taking him to Taco Bell.
No, he's talking about the Bartmans.
The Bartmans. Yeah. Oh, okay.
P and J
No.
says, LOL, maybe worth it.
Hmm.
Now he's talking about TV now. Bad.
Oh,
Bad.
wait, hold that for Adam and
That's
Phyllis.
that kind of talk. It goes over to
Adam
the
and
other channel.
Phyllis. Adam and Phyllis.
Yeah, they like the potty talk. And that's TV is potty talk.
Oh God. It's so silly.
And
Oh,
see, Monica says yes, so fun. Follow Alaska. Yep.
Yeah.
Another one saying Taco Bell. Billy, bad. Y'all are bad. And there's Ace. Good to see you, Ace. Hopefully you're doing good. Says y'all hope everyone is it's 46 here. A nice day in Arkansas. Howdy. I'm in the chat. Well, we're glad to see you in here, Ace. And Peggy Lynn's laughing, and Brooke Trust says, "Oh no, John said the TV word." Everybody's greeting Ace. And P&J says to Lynn, follow Alaska. Visit my house and see what I did. LOL.
Oh.
Yep.
Yes. We gotta go look.
Everybody's saying hi to Ace. Follow Alaska. No Taco Bell. Exactly.
No.
If I can give you a star there, I gave you a star. And 68 sourdough, Alaskan sourdough says, I might try a ram pump this summer. I'm not sure I have enough drop. You can actually get one that has a lower drop. Look up Shed the House, as I think is Seth's channel. He has a lot of information. He actually sells a setup. Now, those that don't know what a ram pump is, it's a way to lift water up using the force of the water. Jim and Nancy did build a ram pump here, and they did get it up to the area of the outhouse. Unfortunately, sometime between Nancy and us, it come up missing or was disassembled. I think I found parts and pieces of it, so I have a feeling it was disassembled. So I need to figure out where Nancy put the head intake for it at versus where the ram pump was, and I have an idea where that is. And I'd love to duplicate it, because then what I could do is I can put a water bunker down there and just have a constant flow going in. I can just drop a pump in there and just pump it up to the house at any given time. Yeah. And it's all done naturally by the force of the water itself. So that's kind of what a ram pump is. And if I do get one, I will do a little video on it, because they're quite interesting. I've been researching those for years. Lipstick Lodge says the pilotards piloted.
Oh, the piloted, they're pecking away. Yeah.
Probably getting frozen grubs. Yep.
Yep, probably.
Yeah, we have. I haven't actually heard the woodpecker here much this winter.
I haven't.
Usually we hear them pecking on the side of the house.
Yeah.
You have to go out chase them away. What was that?
Something with the water pipes.
Okay. Steve says that's cool. Was beautiful. Clint says, let the record show that I did not mention the place. Shall not mention. I'm innocent this time. Everybody's laughing at Clint. And the Bartman's got thumbs up here, so it means you got a question. So does that mean that I can remove 15 pounds of cold weather clothing from our luggage, Rob and Sarah? That's only for our area.
Yeah.
Where you're going down the other place there, it might be a little bit colder.
There are going to be places that are colder.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't need necessarily like 2 coats and 2 under layers. And I find that the base layer is the most important layer,
Just
and it weighs almost nothing.
when you guys are coming up here, just
Mhm.
check the weather the day before.
Right.
And
the-
if it's not bad, pack light to come up here.
Yeah, even if you leave things someplace like in
Well,
a
they've got a
vehicle.
place that they're staying in
Okay.
town, so
Yeah,
they should be all
so
right. Well, Dan, I think
you won't
it's-
have to bring a lot to here.
Let's see. Peggy Lynn says it's soft toss, and they fit my shirt sleeve. Nice.
Ah, good. Yeah.
Matt's Garage says I think Adam wore the fur hat rather well. Yes, he did.
Yes, I thought.
And
he
I
wore
was
it
jealous
well.
because it looked really comfortable.
Big deal.
Yep. And Peggy Lynn says toys. Everybody's laughing at Clint. Ashley says being stupid. Clint, it has been taken down in the logbook. You're in the clear. P&J says Phyllis's frozen hair. LOL. The best.
Oh,
Yes.
it was great.
We don't. I mean, if we get to
I-
those kind of temperatures, I'd do it too. I mean, I'd go back to my old, 80s mohawk, but we don't get that kind of cold. We've had it once here where I was able to do the boiling water thing, and not since.
Yeah.
And Mike says, yes, foreign car races with small cars. They did not do it for too many years. Okay.
Mm.
Everybody's saying thank you and hellos. And Ashley says, Rob, a beard at 13 would be odd. LOL.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it would have been weird.
Well, at 13, I just have a chest full of hair, so it wouldn't have been too odd. Lee says, question. Oh, wow, Rob, had a long time since you've been to New Hampshire. Do you still have family there? Yes, actually,
Yeah.
I do have some family there. My dad is actually in the house he was born in still, and
Mhm.
he's 80-something years old.
Yes.
I hope to go back and forth sometime soon to see him because of his age, and he does have a light case of dementia that does go up and down. So I want to, try to see him before he forgets who I am.
Yeah.
And Johnny says, made it finally. Good to see you, Johnny. But yeah, I do still have my oldest brother is actually at the farmhouse with Dad taking care of him. So everybody's greeting everybody. And Lipstick Lodge says, love winters here too. Windsor winters sucked. Too wet. Glad I moved north. Yeah, that lake
North
effect
is
snow
much
is
prettier.
wet and heavy. John Alaska says to Gary, very cool. Do you have you seen any black wolves up your way? John, we actually had one up here about a year ago.
About a year. Yeah. I
And
didn't see it. of
Had I
course,
had
it's probably
my
the
long
tracks.
rifle on me, it would have went into the freezer to get skinned when I had a chance because it was drop dead gorgeous.
They said it
And it was getting
beautiful.
closer and closer to me. And I actually had the footage on one of my trail cam where I'm down there doing some stuff and I spot it. You can see me instantly drop down on the video. And I'm kind of watching it. And she would come up to the snowbank and then go back downhill, go a little bit further, come up to the snowbank, at the rails closer to me. And I think she got within about 40 yards. And I can shoot my pistol well, but I'm not going to try to make a good, clean single shot kill
Right. Yeah.
at that thing where it's moving. Otherwise, had I had a rifle, it would have been a different story. I'm much better with a rifle than I am a pistol, by far.
But she hasn't showed up since.
Well, I don't know.
No, we don't. Yeah.
I haven't seen it. So, I
Right.
mean, we've seen the other wolves in the area, just not that black one.
Yeah. The Denali wolves are protected, and they're about 5 miles as the crow flies.
Denali.
Yeah, the
The park.
Denali Park.
Yeah, it's
ones.
not far from here.
And so because the protection program there, the packs are getting too big and they're spreading out.
Yeah, they're breaking off. They're breaking off. All right, so I'm going to try to cruise through these real quick because we're getting close to Adam and Phyllis's live time. Ashley's dropping a link for the national muzzle loading. Ashley, send me that link on a text, if you would, please. And everybody's greeting Johnny from Gillen Family Farms.
Mhm.
And Lee says, "Oh, that's awesome that Alone was able to get out and about. Good
Yes,
for her." Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's why when she sends me texts and stuff like that, or not texts, but emails
Emails,
stating
sure.
that she's got to go and she won't be in, I fully understand.
Absolutely.
You know, we're not going to hold that
Because we
against
have
her.
each other,
Yep.
but she has, well, dog.
Yep. She got Kenai.
She's got Keenan.
Madhu is asking Ruby where she's at. She is in Washington State.
Huh.
And Follow Alaska says to us, I'm not good with names either.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
That's
a problem,
hard.
Lynn.
That's hard. I almost
Uh,
always can remember my own.
Yep. And I haven't seen Flat Tire Farm in here yet tonight.
No, we haven't.
Either Crystal and Reeve are usually in here.
Hmm.
Monica says she's terrible with names. P&G says, Lynn, Follow Alaska. LOL. Did you go see the post? Lipstick Lives. Can you do lives on a cell phone? Yes, you can. I do them on the train occasionally when I'm going in and out of town.
Mm-hmm.
I have a gaming laptop and no internet. Yeah,
Oh,
you can do them right on that.
Yay.
It depends on how you want to do it. I mean, you have to turn your phone sideways. You're going to have the live style or the short style, 16:9 or whatever it is. Ashley says my name on a shirt, so I'm good. Otherwise, I always forget my own name sometimes.
Cute.
Yeah, Ashley, you're always on the go. You're as bad as me. Follow Alaska, not yet. I was eating supper. Let's go check it out. Let me go check it out. So I'm just passing over all the chit chat stuff like that so I can get caught up a little bit. And like I said, if you have questions, please give a thumbs up and ask the question. Everybody's saying hello to Johnny and Follow Alaska still. That's Johnny from Gillen Farms and Lynn from Follow Alaska. Matt says, come on. To Ashley, LOL, 15 years, and my name was on my uniform. Billy, or Lipstick Legends. Billy, you're talented. TV and phone. Yep. Actually, 1731, 30 months, and I'm done. About that noise. With that noise, yeah. 30 months, Ashley.
Wow.
You got to get up here and find your place.
Yep. You
And
got to see it here. Feet on the ground.
Peggy's says, I missed the sunshine. It's been nice seeing it the last couple of days. Yeah, it's actually cloudy. We were actually charging quite a bit on our solar panels for a little while.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of nice.
Even clouds.
And Ruby's asking Monica if she was Alaska bound, and eventually I'm sure she is.
Good.
And here she is answering the question. No under video. It's 1 minute, 30-second long. Yeah, it wasn't a short. Monica, Phyllis is much cooler than me. No, you're cool in your own way.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
And there's Beto. Good to see you, Beto, down in Brazil. Says hi, Robin,
nice.
Sarah, Curmudgeon, Alaska.
Hi, Beto.
Flagstaff, Alaska. Looking forward to seeing y'all Saturday.
Yay.
Seeing who?
Flagstaff. Oh, Flagstaff?
Oh, I know who that is. That's Mac.
Oh, okay. Yeah, great. Duh.
That's Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you
Friday,
Saturday.
Mac. I'll go down to the cabin and get the heat turned on.
Yeah.
You know, you're shoveling your own roof and your own decks. I will
That will
shovel.
keep
I will
you
shovel through the
warm.
door, but you're shoveling the rest.
That will keep you warm.
I'll make sure it's warm for when you get there.
Mm-hmm.
No, you won't have to worry about it too much because it's been rather warm out. Or it's going to be warm out. And Alaskan Sourdough says, for those wondering about the Fur Ronde, here is the website.
Oh,
you can see all the events: running with the caribou, dog sled race, ice bowling, rides, blanket toss, etc. Nice.
Blanket toss. Wow.
I'm going to start that one too. That's
yeah.
definitely.
That would be a big deal.
Yep. You know, as we're getting closer to our time to head over to Adam and Phyllis, I want to thank all my moderators. Our moderators, not mine. They're our moderators. You know, you guys are great, dropping links, helping out, answering questions. You guys are the best. All of you are great. You're all amazing. Everybody in here, everybody that watches our videos, you're all just great people. I mean, we've gotten so far so fast, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Yes.
And Monica says, well, you can come to Rushing. It's a big move. Yep. Ashley says, Flagstaff, you're Mac. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
The Bartman say, no,
Good
no,
guy.
no TB, John. We're not cheap. Only the best for my brother, or for my brother. I did read it right. Okay. And Max Flagstaff says, yes, that's me, Ashley.
Excellent.
Okay. Gary says, the brook trout, I'll share the bear video on a community post right now. There you go.
Thank you.
Ashley
Good,
says,
good.
Flagstaff, I'm a little slow, but that's what I know, what I thought, right? And Ashley's 1791. I'm in countdown mode. Yes, Ashley is in countdown mode to retire and get to Alaska.
Woohoo.
Monica says, our friends from my husband's military years are coming to visit us this weekend for 10 days. We're excited. They will be helping us move to Alaska. They are from Palmer. Oh, very nice.
Oh, wow.
There we go. Skipping over some of the chit chat with everybody. Again, if you have questions really quick before we go, please ask them. E.G. Wife says, which reminds me, I haven't seen our woodpecker lately too.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, where's your grouse? She had the one grouse that was hanging around for a while.
Oh, yeah. Grouse are yummy.
Mike says, the Bartmans, it's held in downtown Anchorage. I have a few videos of it on my channel from a few years ago. It's pretty cool.
Good.
I think we're getting caught up. Thank you, Ashley, for dropping links. Gary says, my core is covered by 5 layers and I'm good to 65, negative 65. I'm still trying to figure out what you do for your face, Gary. Because I know the other day when Adam and Phyllis were up here, they thought I had a frostbite on my nose and it wasn't. You can't really tell from one side to the other. It looks like a cheek line here and a cheek line here, but I actually lost from here down when I was 15 years old in a bike accident. And the skin that's from here is actually, you'll see a scar that's right here. And it took the skin as an experimental surgery, left it attached at the Y and brought it over here and let it grow. And the nerves reattached so it wouldn't look like a regular skin graft where it's white. So I have to keep this shaved because it took cheek skin.
Right.
So my nose tip grows hair.
But there weren't whiskers when he had the work done.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I was young.
Yeah.
But so the hair was catching the frost coming off my breath, and it looked like I had a frostbite like that on my face. But I do know I need to protect my face a little bit better, and I've got to figure something out. Everybody's talking back and forth.
Nice.
And Bartman say, hi, Beto Mounts. Good to see you on the chat. Yes, it is always good. And Ira says, just took homemade pizza out of oven for my mom and I to enjoy.
Yum.
Enjoying your life. Very good. Actually, I need to find a sourdough pizza crust recipe.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because right now,
it's
by the time we get done this live, I've got to separate my sourdough to use it for the first time. And I'm really looking forward to that. I've had a few people help me out between Tiffany at Canadian Family Life and Amy from High Life and the High Line has been a tremendous help on getting my sourdough going properly, and it's actually finally doing it. So I want to make some sourdough pizza dough, and I need to get some sourdough going. I'm going to get everything started tonight, and it'll proof overnight, and then hopefully tomorrow be able to bake it up in the oven. Bertro says, agreed, Monica, my Alaskan journey started with this crazy guy and a kilt, and it went from there. He's talking about Sean of Alaska. And Sean, if you guys haven't checked out Sean Alaska channel, you should. He's a really good guy. Yep.
Great voice.
I moderate for him on the weekends, and he's just a really good guy. He's got some really nice videos building his cabin down there in the Kenai. All right, Ashley, if you would drop Adam and Phyllis's link. I'm going to just go over and see if there's any questions or anything like that. Steve says, you two are a cute couple, and it seems like you have been together forever. It can't be only for 6 years. It is.
It's only 6 years.
It's only been 6 years.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep. Mike says, thanks for dropping links to the mods. It's appreciated. And Clint says, had another fun time, everyone. Got to run for now and take care of a few things before the next live. Not a problem,
Right.
Clint. I'm
Yep.
sure you're already gone, but it's okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And Gary's telling John that it's been a couple years since he caught a black one. Black
the
wolf, that
wolf.
is.
Yeah.
And then John says, wow, nice, Rob. I have only seen 2 in my lifetime. I love those black wolves. Yeah, they are extremely beautiful, and they look great on my on a coat.
Yeah. He came home
I know people
raving
don't
about
always
the
like
beauty.
I know people don't always like hearing about that kind of stuff, but
But
the wolf hides are extremely nice, and if I remember right, they don't really absorb water much.
Yeah, I think
So they're kind of sought after for that.
Mhm.
Monica says, I totally would love mittens and a parka with wolf fur, right?
Oh yeah.
You get that ruff going around. I have one, I don't know, I think it's coyote ruff on it. And that thing is the down one.
Oh yeah.
Oh
That's
my
good.
God, that is a nice coat. It's too warm. I mean,
Mhm.
I can go on with a t-shirt underneath it and run around outside and I'm still sweating. Man, the partners are thanking Alaska Sourdough about the info for the roundy. Victor says, what about that links? I want to see that cruise by your look at the mountain live. Yeah, right. I'd like to see the links run by too, but I don't think that's going to happen. They're pretty reclusive.
Yeah, did you see one?
I've only seen one.
One. I haven't seen.
P&J's out of here. Good to see you. They're gonna go over to Alaska, cut the cord.
Yeah, you'll love
it. Hey, this is my friend Kaido. Good to see you, my friend. It was nice chatting with you the other day, and we'll continue the conversation here in the next few days when I have a little bit more time. And I'm sorry, I'm just seeing that you posted that at 5:30, so it's about 12 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
And Lisa says, thank you for explaining the wolf situation up there. I had wondered if they were protected in certain parts of Alaska.
They are.
Mostly up in the park.
Yeah.
Let's give them see if there's any questions or anything like that. So if you have questions, please ask them now. The barman say, we'll say goodnight to you, Rob and Sarah, and all in the chat. Take care, all. Not a problem, Bartmans. We'll see you over Alaska. Cut the cord here soon.
Yep.
Mike's going to be doing the same thing, I'm sure. John, good night. Lipstick Lodge. I had a fisher outside my house last winter.
Oh, nice.
Kept my staffy inside for sure. They would have ripped her. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, not good.
All right, looks like everybody's heading out. So I just want to say thank you to everybody for showing up. Everybody for being in here, asking questions. Hoping on his kiddos asking questions. Hello, Rob and Sarah. Sorry I laid it short. I was just informed that my new trapper bullet mold will be cut in 5 to 6 weeks. Nice. Very good. We'll have to talk again. Kevin the Grouse. That's right, Ed. All right, guys. We're going to shut down. We'll see you over at Alaska Cut the Cord.
Yep.
And we'll continue chatting with you guys over there. I'm not seeing any questions pop up.
Okay.
So we're good to go. Everybody have a great night. We appreciate you all being here as always.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure to share an hour and a half with you guys so you guys get to know us a little bit more. We have anytime you guys have questions, send me an email or put them in the community tab. And we'll try to answer them. It might be a little bit easier to do than the way we're trying to do it here. So anyways, let's get over to Adam and Phyllis. I just see that our live just started. So let's go raid them.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys over there.
Great.
Bye.
Mwah.